Hey guys, what's up? Hello, happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? So I wanted to let you know, first of all, before I get going, welcome to Angel Insight. My name is Michelle Christidis. I'm super excited to be here with you. Of course, my dog wants to come in as soon as I sit down. And isn't that how it is? So when you come on in, say hello to me, give me a howdy, give me a what's up. Hey honey, can you let the pup in? Okay. I tried to get him to come in before I came in, but there you go. Sorry I couldn't join you for the love, Michelle. I'll watch it and catch up. Good night. Okay, no problem. We'll see you later. Okay, so anyway, we're here live today. We've got an oracle coming in on what I call the daily insight. Okay, so what does this mean? It's just like my communicating to you that this is a timeless reading. It just happened to come in on the daily, which brought me some extra little tidbits. Okay, so I'm really excited to share this oracle with you. As you can see, the tagline says, Spirit has rolled the dice and it's time to collaborate with the one. So, wherever you are, whenever you catch this, I do want to encourage you to go to my channel and check out the most recent animal wisdom because it's always relative to the current conditions. Now, we did have the lion come forward this past week for the full moon, the blue full moon. So, that means if you're catching this anytime in the 30 days between the blue full moon and the full moon at the end of September, let me tell you, this message is divinely timed for you at that time. Okay. As these are the energies. But again, you will find this whenever you're meant to. Okay. With that being said, today's message is brought to you by Archangel Raziel. And Archangel Raziel let me know that I had a message, and I immediately channeled the song Putting on the Ritz. That's exactly what I heard. Putting on the Ritz. And I was like, what's up with this? So, in Michelle's style, I decided to, go along and co-create this oracle with Archangel Raziel and bringing it forward to you today. So, I went to YouTube and I share this with purpose because many of you are awakening to your individuality. Many of you are getting synchronicities, signs, and these are coming in. You're receiving these synchronicities so that you can co create with Source, with your angels, with your guides. And I happen to just create Oracle, but this can be done in many different ways. Okay. So I'm very transparent and show you exactly how it happens so that you too can find how to do the same for yourself. Okay, does that make sense? That's why I always press education. Okay, so here we go. So I heard putting on the Ritz. So I know to go to YouTube with my trusty pendulum at this time. I'm still in a learning process. Okay, so I went with my, the angels are telling me, yes, you're still learning, and most likely, so are you. The angels are telling me yes. So I take my pendulum, I go to YouTube, and there's, of course, many different types of putting on the Ritz. And this is when I got a yes from Archangel Raziel about the Bing Crosby one that I shared in the description. Okay. And you are encouraged to go watch that and see what insights you get yourself. I put the link in the description box below. Okay. Now, with that being said, as soon as I reached there, I received several messages and I would like to share them with you. The very first message I got was 33, actually it was actually 330,000. I heard alchemize. I heard collaborate with the healing, do the dance. Okay. Now, when I sent more into this message and went a little further, because I was told that I needed a little bit more, I then went and looked up the movie and I found out a little bit more information about it and was led to the following information just for you. And this is where the magic comes in. Okay, my angels are going crazy. They're like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this particular one that I shared with you, the song Putting on the Ritz, it was actually, made a long, long time ago, but it was there was a verse that was changed, especially for the movie Blue Skies with Bing Crosby. Now, this is all coming in with purpose. And as soon as I saw that, here we are post Blue Moon. Hello. Um, I immediately resonated. You suddenly popped up just as I was going to leave. So I decided to stay. Oh, yay. I'm so happy you're here. Okay. So I'm just kind of taking you through my bada boom, bada bing. Okay. So I saw what was highlighted for me. Okay. And resonated. Um, the year that it came out, 1946, I got 10, 10. A 10 for the divine feminine, a 10 for the divine masculine, and this is happening within you. So look at that, Maria. You're meant to hear this, okay, at this particular time. So this is so beautiful. So then I got one with clarity and power, and unconditional love is to be put on their mission. On their mission. So, this is why it's time to collaborate with the one because you are getting ready to step onto your mission. The original line I told you about in Putting on the Ritz, there was a line that said, and it referenced Black Harlem Nights parading up and down Lenox Avenue, but it was changed for the movie Blue Skies and replaced and revised with affluent whites strutting up and down Park Avenue. And I heard Place. Hi, Diane. Park Place, which is why you see the Monopoly picture in this oracle. Again, Archangel Raziel chose that picture with purpose. The dice, the car, the hotels, everything is speaking. So what kind of insights are you getting from that message? Okay? So what's super cool is as we leaned in more, I got a message about Lennox, and I had recorded an oracle called Channel 11, and it was all about the song from the Eurythmics. Here comes the rain again. Maybe you've seen that. And there was actually a relationship to Lenox Avenue. So Spirit is letting us know what, my friends? They're letting us know that we have flipped the script, that the rain is going to stop, that the clarity is coming in, and it is the best. I just heard the most auspicious time, okay, which I shared. Auspicious one, I believe, means Shiva in Sanskrit. This is the best time for you to co-create with Source because you are being put on your mission, my friends. I'm super excited. I really am. There's so much magic around this particular oracle. All right. Before we get going, we're going to start with 3 different cards because this is what happens. Everything happens with purpose, okay? And that's what you're meant to hear. So if it resonates, if you have an insight that's like, ooh, I wonder if that was meant to happen. It was. It was. I went to go grab my the oracle for today for this particular message, and we have the archangels coming in. We're going to start. Oh, look at this. Oh, goosebumps. We're going to start with our Libra. So this is really talking about this energy coming in with, I believe what's coming up, what's really kind of ding, ding, ding. I'll talk about Bing Crosby is that coming up for the eclipses. Okay. I believe one of them is in Libra. I'm a Libra, so I'm pretty aware. Okay. Lots of different cosmic energies are coming in. We're going to get into that. But we also have some mighty fast moving energy right now. Oh my gosh. I'm just as surprised as you. Those messages are coming in. Do you see how I've been connecting with you? We've talked about the music. We've talked about things that resonate. So I went to go get this. And of course, in Michelle's style, I kind of flumbled the cards and 3 of them flipped up. And I was like, I wonder, were those meant for the oracle? And and I'm going to show you this, okay? Were those meant for the oracle? I grabbed my handy dandy little pendulum and I got a yes. So we're going to start with these three cards. Then we're going to jump into it. This is really talking about what's at hand for us. Okay. So as soon as I saw these cards, I did take a moment to kind of plug into them. I got a little bit more information and I got a channeled message from Archangel Raziel. Okay. So here we go. We're really settling in. We've got three cards that came forward. The first one was this frog. Okay, it's time to jump forward. There's an alignment at hand. Okay, it's all about balancing to align to what? Our abundance. That is what's coming in. Double confirmation. That's where we're going. Okay. What are we balancing? We're actually balancing our well of dreams, you guys. We are balancing this eighth chakra, collectively speaking. When you find this is your Mer kingdom. Okay. Many of you may have picked up on some energies. Maybe you're aware in your healing process that you have, you know, had these siren energies, that you in fact were a siren. Okay, as remember, we are one of everything, and it's not about judgment and separation. It's about acceptance and healing and moving past to do what? To claim the wisdom, to claim the renewal. And that's exactly what's going on. The next card I saw was number 15, the Howl at the Moon. And this is really coming up because you're going to want to keep watch for my progressive. It's not time yet. It's coming. You're going to want to watch for this Howl at the Moon progressive of the next 3 full moons coming in. Okay. Because this time we are what? What are we aligning to, you guys? We're aligning, our angels and guides are here letting us know there's this huge healing available to the entire collective. This dark feminine, this siren energy is not meant for us, my friends. You are a star. So think of Patrick Star from SpongeBob. Think about how he's pink star, okay? Patrick Star, it's all about unconditional love. It's all about being one with the shift, okay? This is what we're talking about when we talk about unconditional love, okay? Now, the next card was the crow. Again, look at this. What are we aligning to, my friends? What are we aligning to? The star quality, the star quality of you. We're aligning to the double six, the 66 always comes in as grace and gratitude. You're stepping into your queendom. You have a lot of things bubbling up to the surface. It's really like the universe is like testing you. Okay. So it's time to collaborate with the one. It's time to trust your intuition. It's time to really show the universe that you have learned from all that you have been through. Okay. This is what I'm feeling. Okay. So the biggest lesson already right from the get go is, how can we align and jump forward? How can we align and jump forward? Using our imagination, how can we balance this siren energy that most likely we've been holding on to lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes? How can we call out for those who are in our posse, whether we're talking to soul family? How can we work with all relationships, everything? How can we call out for what we need, okay, during this next 30 days? And how can we be aware at the reflection? How can we be aware of what's rising up so that we can reflect and show the renewal, the wisdom, okay? This is what I'm feeling so strongly. So let's go. We're going to put these cards back in. All right, let's go. I got a couple more messages from that. Okay. That I got that we balance our well of dreams, be one with our heart, collaborate with the divine masculine. And this equals a collaboration with the divine feminine. There's an alignment coming within you. Okay. And it feels a little foreign. It's like when you sometimes when you're out of balance for so long, and there's no judgment here. This is a collective energy. Okay. Many are not even tapped into it. Give yourself a pat on the back for being tapped in. Honestly, you have been doing so much work, and it's time for the energies within you to come into balance, to create that abundance so that you can do what? So that you can pay it forward and teach others to do the same. That is exactly what this is about, each in our own unique way. Okay, so it's time to align with the grace and the gratitude. I heard we're talking about the divine masculine. When you watch the video with this song, you'll see it's Bing Crosby. It's all masculine energies. There's a lot of black and white. It's all about dancing with the universe, taking the steps one after another, flipping the script, okay, is what I heard. Believe and trust. And here is a message from Archangel Raziel. Shake what your mama gave you. Rattle and roll. No need to duck for cover. Look with new eyes. To scrutinize. Follow the steps. Let's go. We're going to start with the archangels. As we know, this is affecting all relationships in our path. All relationships, okay? But remember, what's being highlighted here, where my attention is going immediately, is right here, the pearl. It's all about the wisdom. It's all about the renewal. It's all about the queen's energy. And the queen always rules with grace and gratitude, okay? Now, does this mean that we're perfect? No. Okay, definitely not. But at the same point in time, it's giving us an idea. It's letting us know, hey, there's a pop quiz coming. How can we be in our highest state? How can we see the reflection? Okay, something bubbles up to the surface. What am I meant to learn here? How can I apply what I've learned to this situation? Okay, and remember, we're all on our own mission. We're all on our own time. We're all on our own pace. And so what's really coming up, this grace and this gratitude needs to be held for others that are not exactly in the same place as you. Okay, because you're ahead of the curve. You're ahead of the curve, my friends. All right, let's go. Let's take a look here. Whoopsie. The archangels. Okay, so when I took those 3 cards that I showed you, do you know that magically here we had the number 66. We had 11, 66, aligned to the 66. You're definitely master, ascended masters in training for sure. Okay, all together we get a 77. Okay, we're talking about your authenticity. We're talking about your throat chakra. We're talking about oracle, the truth. We're talking about magic. We're talking about your most authentic self here. Okay, the angels want to talk to you a little bit more about what's going on currently. Now, these are collective energies, and they are affecting all of our relationships. That's where we're going to start. Okay, there's a healing at hand. Will you collaborate with the magic to grab this healing? Will you snag yourself a save? Hey, what's up, girl? Okay, because you have been building a structure. Okay, you've been building a sacred structure, each of you in your own way. You've been going through that treasure chest, okay, which is that Earth Star chakra. This is really kind of talking about the Atlantean energies. I was telling you about the siren energy, the killer instinct. There's the killer whale. Now, the killer whale here, look at on this left side. We've got the trident. We've got the killer whale. There's been some instincts. Now, the killer whale, they are the biggest predators of dolphins, of other whales. And this is because we many times have been judging ourselves, creating this separation. But it's time to get this trident in line. Our trident. It's time to get the focus, the vision. The clarity, the focus, and the vision, so that we can step forward out of the emotions. And where are we heading? Right to that abundance. Okay? Right to that abundance. This is exactly on track. I'm getting the goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. This is something that you've been co-creating with God, with your angels, with spirit. This is coming in. This is your mission, okay? And I am hearing mission possible. All right? It's all about, look at all this purple energy. Look at those planets. No, look at, she's right here. Look at this energy. See those planets? You are spinning them. Do you see? It's like you are working with the divine so closely and you are creating this alchemy. Okay? Oh, thank you, Spirit. They're reminding me. I talked to you about 330,000. I heard alchemy. I knew the number 33, but they wanted me to include all the zeros. You are creating alchemy with spirit, your angels, your guides, and your ancestors. This is what you are doing. Okay? And Spirit brought this in because it's time for you to be on mission. It's time for you to help bring in the new earth. I feel it so strongly. Okay? We were talking about that unconditional love. What are we burning away? What are some of the things that we're burning away? What are the things that made us feel fire, made us feel volatile, made us feel like something was erupting? This is the lessons that have been coming in for you. Okay, this is why you've had this heart awakening, why you've been poured into this, and it's been difficult. Okay, it's been difficult. I understand. I'm with you. I am right there with you. Okay, I'm feeling the fire right now. There's still things being burned away. Okay, there's still things being burned away. So it's just a matter of understanding where we're at. Continue to collaborate to find that balance with your angels, with your guides, with the synchronicities, with the things that you channel, with the things that you draw, everything has purpose. That is why they call it the spark of creation. Okay? That is exactly why. All right? Wow. Can you just feel it? There's just something that's translating. I hope it's coming through. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is that alignment. We are giving birth to this new earth. It's happening. It's time to go beyond where we haven't gone before. It's time to capture the fish. It's time to really allow the rebirth. It's a time of a coming together. And look what's being highlighted here. That well of dreams. It's time for the sparkle. It's time for the new dawn, right? It's time. It's been held off long enough. Look at this crystallization of those well-of dreams. This is what you've been giving birth to. That imagination, that reinvention, okay? I feel it in so many ways. Think about Bing Crosby. He would create the steps to the music. In a lot of ways, you're doing the same thing. We're all doing it, but we're doing it in different ways. But you're not alone. It's so important to know that there's greater purpose to this because let me tell you, this has been hard. Okay? Integrating siren energies, realizing all perspectives, including the ones that we don't really want to face. It's huge. Congratulations. Okay? The chariot is coming for you because you've been following the oracle. You've been creating the structure. You've been holding the boundaries. You've been holding the passion. You are the golden ones. Okay? You've been one with that unconditional love. Yes, ma'am. That's right. You have pulled this golden energy to you because you've been changing your frequency. Hallelujah. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Oh, I love it.
Billy Graham, where are you?
Okay, my husband. I don't know why. It's time to be one with the magic. It's time to know that the healing has happened. It's time. Oh my gosh, I am got a flood of goosebumps all over me. It's time for the harp, for the music. It's time for the love. It's time for the renewal. It's time for I'm getting the senses here. Okay. I'm hearing the harp. I'm hearing the water trickle, the smell, the roses, the shimmer. the shimmer and shine of the caduceus, the feeling. Okay, we've got Archangel Raphael here to let you know it's time to be one with the magic, to claim this abundance, to move forward and to show others how to do the same. It's time. It's time to get beyond those fireflies. Okay, now as this is so funny because I'm getting a message with those fireflies. As we come together, in many ways we've been experiencing, we all experience this fire together. So the fireflies, there are these moments in the summertime where in these different pockets in the world, I'm thinking of the Smoky Mountains right now, where the fireflies, they all in unison, they actually firefly together. They're actually emit their light. I was like looking for the word. They emit their light in synchronicity. Those of you have come here, those of you that are here that have found your way to this message, we're doing the same. We're doing the same. And do you know what happens as we grow in that number? We literally change the face of the planet. For ourselves, for those around us, we change all of those relationships with God, with our guides, with our brothers, our sisters, our home, our income, the food that we eat. Every experience changes. Every experience. And look doesn't Uriel even look like Raphael? Wow. We get out of the volatility. We say bye-bye to the volcano and we step into the heart. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure that was 7. Was that 7 cuts? Okay. Was that 6? Yeah, that was 6. Okay, 7th cut. How gorgeous is this? We've talked about the third 10. This is the completion. This is the completion, okay? This is the completion of the hunter. This is the completion of the one that you feel that you have to provide for yourself and everyone around you. This is so perfectly perfect because we have the lion right now. We have Venus and Lion, and we don't need to worry about that. We can co-create in that pride that we're in. We're all synchronistically changing the rules together, and we're doing it with our own individuality, okay? We're doing it with our own unicorn, our own individuality. Look at the sun is coming out here. The well of dreams, it's like we're coming out of those dark waters. We're coming out of those emotions. And thank you, Archangel Ariel, for coming forward because this is the end. This is the end, the wrap up of this dark night of the soul, of the healing to the divine feminine. You that have found your way here, these are the last days, okay? Now, that doesn't mean our healing stops, but these are the days where we can let go of what was. And this has been very challenging. This has been a very challenging awakening process. So we really kind of need to find our bearings and understand that we are wrapping it up. Okay, let's wrap it up. It's like, let's wrap it up tight in a bow, FedEx it, and let's move on, right? Who's ready? I know I'm ready. So the angels are here to let us know. They're here to let us know, how can we wrap this up? How can we wrap this up? How can we get away from survive dreams become reality? That's what we're talking about here, okay? So we're going to do 7 cards. First card. I love it. What do I love most is because I see the number 12 here. Oh, excuse me, number 15, okay? Being at one with the shift. What we're talking about here specifically, because I have a particular way that we're going to do this reading, we've had this collective Earth Star Chakra activation. It was many months ago, okay? I want to say it was back in July. It actually, it might have been that like really crazy shift. You remember that one where the Schumann resonance went like cuckoo? Okay. And it's like we're finally at one with the shift. Okay. We've realized it's time to grow where we're planted. We're growing. Look at, we're holding on. We're creating this joy. We're starting to understand what it means to have the rose, the unfolding, that it creates this pollination, this cross pollination. Okay. And this is what I love about us doing it in unison. Okay. Specifically, that's really kind of coming to the forefront here. There were wishes that were made. I'm seeing these dandelions in the background, and it's time they've grown. Okay. It's like the seed. We're talking about the Earth Star chakra here. We're talking about the treasure chest in the ground of Mother Earth. Spread these seeds. Okay. The wish to heal, to move forward, to step on mission. And you've done that. Okay. You've done that with so much grace and so much beauty. It's been blinded. You've been blinded. It's been challenging, but you've been leading the way by how you feel. Okay? And this is not going to stop. This has been a great lesson on what you resonate with, trusting your intuition, really allowing the transformation. And it's been a learning process. As you transform yourself, you see these transformations that bubble up around you. And don't you love the blue skies? Remember this movie? Okay, this is what changed. Look at that. Blue skies. That was the movie I shared at the beginning. The original line referred to black Harlemites, black being the word, okay, parading up and down Lenox Avenue. So we had this siren energy, these dark energies, these shadow energies, and it was just raining and raining and raining, and we just couldn't seem to get out of it. But you were. That's what you don't realize. You were swinging back and forth between. The pendulum was going from the dark to the light, and you know why? Because it's on the same wavelength. And so you would renew, and then it was like you'd swing back over, ooh, and then it's like, okay, there's more. That's how it works in the Earth Star chakra, my friends. It's like this treasure chest, and it's filled with what? Every lifetime you had. So this has been really tough because you've been like, remember, I show you Rolodexing through. Oop, gotta alchemize that. Put that back. The swing back and forth. Okay. So I love that. You've been at one with the shift. You've created what? What has this created for you? It's created that unconditional love. It's like finally, I know for me, it's like the lesson keeps coming in so many different ways. It just clicks and it's like, aha, aha. How can I see it from a different perspective? How can I use my imagination? How can I use my uniqueness? How can I tap into the magic rather than the survivor skills, the freak out, the anxiety? Okay, where's my next meal coming from? Right. All right. So that's it. Are you going to get her?
Yipperdoodle.
Okay. Here she is. Oh, you know what? I love that this is popping back up, especially in the root chakra. Okay, this is how this is coming forward. But I do want to share. Archangel Jophiel has a message for you of this joy. Okay, be joyful. Let go of your heavy physical and emotional burdens. Release your baggage. Allow new clarity and happiness to pour into your life. Then you can raise out of the gloom and fly higher. So Annie Lennox and the Eurythmics brought us Channel 11 way back a couple months ago. Here comes the rain again. And look at, we flipped the script. The movie Bluer Skies came out and the lines were literally changed from Lenox Avenue to strutting up and down Park Avenue. Come on, y'all. got to believe it. You got to trust it. You've done the work. And she's coming out to show you that you've been doing it. First card to pop out, first card to come in. It's time to allow these energies to come forward, and to make you feel safe and to make you feel connected. It's time to come out of those emotions. Okay? You've had this brilliant awakening here in so many ways. In so many ways. And must I say, you're also looking pretty fine. Okay? You're also looking pretty fine. Look at these dolphins. Look at the renewal. Okay? And as I'm talking about the dolphin here on the left, there's this eel here. Okay? This electricity that's happening. There's this conduction of something new. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at number 22. Okay? You ascended masters. I just feel it. This, as Ariel, that's you. As Ariel, you have found your voice. Okay? Maybe just like Ariel, you had given your power away for love, for a connection, for a project. Okay? And now you found your truth through that. Okay, just like Ariel, like the Little Mermaid did. Okay, very similar. You're naturally intuitive and deeply sensitive. Acknowledge and trust your emotions as they can act as a powerful compass. Okay, and I just got in my mind's eye another oracle. Okay, and these are just coming up because this is a story we've been creating a tapestry together for a long time now. And we just shared an oracle where there was only west, north, and east. We're not going south anymore. We're not going back in these waters. Those of you that found your way here, you are the emotional masters. You have clarity, you have vision, you have focus. You may not know 100% where you're going just yet, as the energies are still kind of working its way. Okay, we're still got these energies, we still got this ebb and flow, but there's this discovery, there's this resonance. Okay, there's a noticeable change in your connection. Okay, because your channel is being cleared. You've been rising up through that muck, and you've been really vulnerable. That's what I'm feeling here. You've been really vulnerable, and there's definitely been some killer energies. Like, let's not downplay that. I am with you, my friends. Okay? I know. I do. It has been very hard. I know that you've had energies. I basically know I had an energy that tripped me and I had a huge black eye. I feel the energies, but I've learned from them because we are one of everything. And those energies, those shadow energies that do seem to manifest in our world, we're the ones that see them. We're the ones that are meant to make a difference. And that's why you've had all the obstacles that you've had. What I love more than anything about this card is this is coming in the position of the root chakra, which talks about your connection. It talks about your ancestry. It talks about your safety. And in all ways, the root chakra is red. But what do you see here? Gold and blue. It's like you don't see the red. And in some ways, I'm getting like this bullfighter. And in some ways, there's this energy, the killer whale, that's like fanning you as the bull and trying to show you the red. Okay? This is why we're meant to align to this grace and this gratitude as these energies are still arising. Okay? Don't lose faith. We're coming out of those emotions. But now the universe is going back around to test you. Okay? To test you. And that's why the archangels are here. They're letting you know there's a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. Trust your instincts. Don't get lost in the emotion because you're walking out. I'm hearing, I love it. I'm hearing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Okay? There's this confidence. So beautiful. As I'm looking at this crown, I want to kind of highlight this crown. Do you see that star power? Remember, we started this talking about Patrick Star. I'm going to go really close. Do you see that starfish? Man, you have been through it. You have been through it. And it's like I'm hearing, and you felt like you've been under a rock, just like Patrick Star would sleep under a rock. I know, cartoons. Oracle, creation, the spark of creation, it comes from everywhere and anywhere. And you know this because you're in tune. So, how can you continue to be in tune? How can you be in the ebb and the flow? How can you continue to understand that the synchronicities and that the universe all around you is still communicating as we go through this integration process with that unconditional love? Because that's what it is. It's a series of tests to see how centered and how unconditional your love truly is. Okay? So let's take a look. Yeah, there he is. There's our culprit, Azrael. Okay, he's coming out and he's saying, "One with the abundance. Are you sure? I don't know. Let me take you down this dark path." These are those energies rising up as real, illusionary. Look at that crow. What did we say about the crow? What did we say about that rebirth? What did we say about that crow that came in with the cards? Where's the reflection? How can we look at the reflection? The crow goes between worlds. And yes, in some ways, in some ways, this crow has been bringing you some dark magic. I feel it. I feel it. But you've been healing it. And that's what you're meant to know. These experiences are behind you. It's time for you to trust your intuition, trust your magic, trust your authenticity, trust your vision, and to see that this rebirth is here. Okay? And so, most likely, trickster energies are around you at this moment. I just identified some of mine. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts, because what I'm seeing with these leaves, I'm hearing that phrase, which I love so much, that the biggest fear we have. Do you know what the biggest fear that somebody has right before they soar? It is the fear of falling. The fear of falling. You have to feel that fear to realize that you have everything in you to flap those wings, those beautiful angel wings that you have, that you've stepped into, that you've created in those emotions. Okay? So gorgeous. So gorgeous. And we're not playing. We're taking this healing. We are one with our imagination. We are one with our abundance. We claim it. We allow these shadow energies, we've learned from them. It's time to allow them to what? To dissipate. These energies are going to come back. Okay? They come back. Why? Because your attention, what's the phrase? Where your attention goes, your energy flows. You are a conduit. This is part of the emotional mastery. But this is the magic formula, is that you get to choose where you want to be on that gradient. You have the ability to go in between worlds. I told you, in between worlds on the same wavelength, the dark to the white, you get to choose your shades of gray. It's true. And you're meant to help others do the same in your own unique way. The trumpets are calling. They're saying, collaborate with this abundance. Wrap up this stage. It's time. Be a conduit. Allow the fast moving energy to come to bring you peace, to bring you love, to bring you serenity. It's time to step into the gold, the alchemy, okay? Because the solar plexus is the color yellow, it's the seat of our power, it's solar. But those of you that found your way here, we're not going yellow, we're going gold. Gold, metamorphosis, change, magic, okay? And with the silver and gold energy, we are bringing everything to us, we're magnetizing it. We're friendships, all relationships, all projects, everything is we're flipping the script on it all. Why? Because it's time. It's time to collaborate with the abundance. It's time to step into your power and to believe it, because in the seat of your masculinity, the actions that you take, it's time to take the actions that align with that abundance. So, what does that mean? I see you. Bye bye. I'm going to keep dancing over here with the universe. I see those energies, and guess what? I ain't playing. I'm going to act as if. That's what I love here. The other one was as real. This is as Ariel. As Ariel. Do you remember in the movie? It just keeps coming back, so I'm just going to go with it. In the movie, The Little Mermaid, her voice is taken, and she must find love with Eric, okay, without a voice. And it seems all dim and glim. But just at the right moment, just when it was meant to happen, it all comes together. And this is exactly what's happening for you. So I keep forgetting to read these messages because they're such good messages. Okay, so divine feminines, remember this. You're at a major point in your transition. Release all that is currently falling away with love. Remember that after death, there's always a rebirth. If you have pulled this card following the loss of a loved one, first of all, my love and light to you, because grief is the hardest emotion to overcome. But you got this, and you're meant to show others how to overcome the grief themselves. This message comes as a validation that the angels are guiding their way safely through the veil. You're being given clarity. You're going deep. You've been deep. You've been there. Okay? Archangel Gabriel, I didn't even notice the synchronicity that I'm about to show you. Hold on. Archangel Gabriel says to you, I love this. I love this reading so much. First of all, I just noticed that our lovely, where we began was on bottom is number 27. Gabriel's 28. It's time to step forward. It's time to step forward into your holy purpose. What did I tell you? This is all about your mission. You are in total alignment with your sacred purpose. I knew it. Thank you, Spirit. Feel hopeful. All is unfolding exactly as it should, according to the divine plan for your life. That is exactly the message that we got here. We exactly got the message that you are taking the steps, you are dancing with the universe, because it is a 10-10 for your divine feminine, your divine masculine within you to put you on mission. To put you on mission. So gorgeous. Okay? How can we look with heart-centeredness? How can we balance the structure, okay? Because it's a new structure for us. How can we not, like the llama, this is so beautiful because we were just talking about couscous. this energy. I'm specifically referring to that. Maybe that was your pile. And it's like, how can we get away from me, and remember we, which by the way is French for yes, yes, yes. Okay? It's time to what? To stop the shape shifting. Okay, it's time to allow this vulture. It's time to let go of what was. It's time to stop spitting and poo-pooing and saying, not it's not for me. Okay, it's time for all of that to happen so that we can manifest, so that we can build this new structure that is meant for us. Okay, this is what I feel here so strongly. Acatrail. Acatrail. Number 34. Walter Payton is what comes in, which is definitely coming in because it's the sweetness. That was his nickname. And of course, he played for the Bears, which is talking about this orange and blue energy, the zest for life, the authenticity, the deep, deep hues, okay? Sinking deep into these emotions, into these feelings to create for the bear, to create the bear, which is, the tapestry. There's just so much coming in. It's connecting in so many ways. Okay? There's still some shifting going on, but hold the line. Hold the line. Allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to be shifted. Acatrail says, do not compare yourself to others, nor listen to the criticism or the judgment from from those who choose to remain closed in their hearts. You are ahead of the pack. Just as you will see in the video, Bing is dancing by himself for a while, and then boom, he's got a whole bunch of people in the back doing the same steps as him. This is exactly what your purpose is. Watch the video. When I share a music video, it's not just a channeled message for me, it's a channeled message through me for you. Because I know that's part of my divine purpose. I know that I am an oracle healer, which means that I am a truth healer, an oracle, a truth healer of authenticity. And I do this in my own special way through oracle and attunements. Okay? All right. Listen to the voice of God within to know the right course of action to take because the universe is going to have you dancing, my friends. Enjoy the dance. Enjoy the dance. The dance is sacred, actually. It's sacred. As we go into the inner earth, okay, as we go into the inner earth here, as we go within, the sacredness within that heart chakra of yours, aligned in the divine. Doesn't matter what's around you. That's what we're getting here. It doesn't matter what's around you. It's all about you shifting, completing the shift into who you already know you are. Okay? Man. I hope you can tell in my voice. There's just this like energy. I'm tapped into it. This is you. This is you. Collectively, we are synchronistically creating and we're looking for more of those fireflies to let go and to get into this synchronistic dance with all of us. I feel it. So, what is this unconditional love? There's so many synchronicities here. Okay, first of all, I told you I was going to show you the one between our divine feminine and our divine masculine. This is it. Divine feminine, divine masculine. This is another 10. Our divine feminine is to be at one with our imagination to claim the healing. Our divine masculine is to collaborate with the imagination because they work together in tandem. This is inspired action. Okay? So there's energy coming towards you, and I'm getting it's time to discern because you are such a conductor that whatever you decide will magnetize towards you. Whatever your frequency, whatever you decide for that frequency to be, that is exactly the energy you're going to get. So love the sweetness. Listen to that. Look at this. In many ways, you're going to be pulled backwards. Look at this 10, 10. Are you seeing it? I just talked about the 10. This was happening in our collectively sacral and solar plex energies. Okay. And this is collectively happening in our heart chakras and our higher heart chakras. Being at one with the structure, allowing the shift, because man, we just have this picture of how life is supposed to be, especially the women out there, how we're supposed to balance everything. The children and make the food and do the shopping and have a career and be connected to spirit. And it's a lot. But spirit is trying to tell you, no, it's not. Here's your advice. How can you have unconditional love? I love these opal wings. I love them. How can we expand with our passion? How can we follow the sunflower, okay, pairs with sunstone, the cleanser, okay, maybe you even feel guided. Should you feel guided, maybe, okay, to do the sunstone? Maybe you grid that for yourself as a powerful cleanser. Maybe plant some sunflowers so that you can have this grace and dexterity as you walk blinded these next 90 days or so. And I love this because this is immediately giving me I'm immediately getting the parable of Jesus about the loaves of bread. Okay, so of course, if you're probably familiar of this parable where they're passing around meat. They have this huge crowd of like 5,000, and they're passing around meat and bread, and the disciples are like, "There's not enough. We only have like 2 fish and 3 loaves of bread." But it's like it magically just keeps being reproduced. And so you don't have to have the end game. And in fact, let's get away from the end game because let me tell you what, I am a professional at the end game. How about you? Where you make all the goals and everything is just so. And then, of course, you get out of whack, you get a little busy, and then we create these judgments. Oh man, I couldn't get that done. I couldn't get this done. And for some of us, we can have a freak out. Please tell me I'm not alone. Okay? That's not for us. That is not for us. That was that residual undertow, that siren energy, that low frequency, the subconscious scripts, but you've done the work. Allow your passion to grow and expand. Right? You're not alone. None of us are. Allow that expansion. Okay? This says that this is Guatemalan. I got to do some research on this because I'm telling you what, I keep getting information here, and this is like personally reminds me of really some of the terrible things that many of us have been through. Victims of violence, not just this lifetime. Remember, we're swinging back and forth in that earth chakra. We're going through Pandora's box. And what is it filled with, y'all? It's filled with all the titans, the huge, 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 powerful energies, and one little itty bitty tiny little sprite called hope. And this is what you're meant to hold on to. Okay? I love it so much. So let's go ahead and see, because we're being pulled back. So look at that. We're moving forward in our feminine, but our masculine energy is being pulled back. So it's like we're taking a knee. This is what was coming up with the sweetness. We're taking a knee. Okay? We're taking a time out. until we're ready to move forward. Do not, oh, we just read, do not compare yourselves. I don't know if I read this. Do not compare yourself to others, nor listen to the criticism or judgment from those who choose to remain closed in their hearts. Likewise, do not judge another. Listen to the voice of God within to know the right course of action to take. And you know why? Because when you judge yourself and others, you automatically create separation immediately. Boom. And if you're trying to separate yourself from source, from love, from your true magic, that is exactly what we do. We're meant to hold the frequency of the emotions, to rule the queen, to have grace and gratitude, even in the moments where we just really don't want that. Okay. And if you must have a pity party, do it. But you got to build the bridge, y'all. You got to build the bridge. I'm feeling the fire. There's a lot of things being fired up. I'm feeling it here. Oh, am I feeling it here? I'm feeling for some of you that lump in the throat. And that's reminding me of that frog, to balance and use that imagination, to jump forward, to hold the line, to take the knee if you have to. Don't allow that reaction. Don't allow that firefly. Don't allow the red to come out, no matter how much the universe or anyone in it is trying to pull that out of you. Right? Have unconditional love for yourself. Allow the expansion and the constriction. Allow the expansion and the constriction. This is what Opal teaches us. The iridescence of Opal. This is why I love it so much, which is another energy of Libra, which is really talking about our relationships. Okay. And it's like, look at, you are such a good doer. Go, my little doers. You are such a good doer. You really are. Okay. You are such a good doer. How about we take some more time to really expand this love, this divine feminine, this flow, knowing that we don't have to plan it, that we can create in the moments, second to second, breath to breath, step by step. This is how powerful you are. I'm getting in my mind's eye. There's this GIF, and I love it so much. And it's that guy, that English guy. He's a comedian, so funny. I can't remember his name. And it's like, as he's walking, it's like at Hogwarts. It's like you just walk, and it's like the steps go up, and then you just end up on the balcony. Okay, allow the synchronicity and the magic to guide you. Be one with this structure. Allow the shift. Don't worry about what happened in the past. For a lot of you, you're having a lot of past life things come up. I'm seeing them myself. Don't get wrapped up into that. It's like it's coming up like bubbles to be released. Why? Because we're carving a new earth. And those energies, they're not allowed in the new earth. That's why they're bubbling up. They're coming up so they can be put aside. They are illusionary. Okay? This is you. This beautiful structure that you have created, that has been created, that you're connecting to, where you can fuel yourself, where you can go from different worlds, where you can go from the emotions, the black, to the white, to fuel yourself, to allow yourself to hear the intuition. Think of a shell when you listen to a shell. To allow the dragonflies. Look at these dragonflies. Okay? Which always mean good luck, which means your angels are on the back supporting you. Okay? It doesn't matter what lingers on the bottom. We're coming out. I'm coming out. Okay? This is literally the throat chakra. And look at her. She is literally pouring this on her throat chakra. She is cleansing that throat chakra. The universe is coming around and saying, are you sure that this is your most authentic self? Let me throw a couple things at you. That's what's happening. So are you going to swim with your tail, your mermaid tail, or are you going to fly with your wings, your fairy wings? It's your choice. And you might go back and forth. There's nothing with going into the emotions, but we don't want to sink into those emotions that hold us down. You see, I see this octopus down here, that can grip the undertow. I feel that undertow. I always feel it and I see it. But look what's over here. As much as we go down, we look over and what do we see? That starfish. And we remind ourselves, come out from under that rock. Come out from under that rock. Okay? Get in one with this healing. Number 10, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap her up. Okay? Let's tighten a bow. Let's send it off. So we've got number 19, Fuel. I love this card. These cards are so gorgeous, aren't they, you guys? They're just so beautiful. This is called the Archangel Fire Oracle, okay? And the archangels have taught me, the archangels come forward to teach us. And many of you that are here, okay, my daughter just came in, so let's say hi.
Hi.
Jordan just got out of school. I'm almost done.
My day was good.
Wonderful. I'll come visit with you in a moment. Allow yourself to be cleansed of all that is no longer serving you in preparation for growth and renewal. If you are contemplating a detox or a lifestyle change, this card is a validation that you are on the right path. What is the fuel that you need to put in your gas tank in that car that's on Park Place? Because you're holding the cards, my friends. That's what the universe is telling you. In this game of life, in this game of Monopoly, you have both cards. You see the hotels on them. You can't build a hotel until you have both cards. You do know how to play Monopoly, right? You're about to pass go. And it's your abundance is coming in. You're holding the cards. Park Place, I'm being reminded, Spirit told me it's $350 to get that card. And that means to get that card, it's all about the balance. It's all about the shift brought in by Spirit. And it leads to that abundance. To get that card of Boardwalk, it's that structure that's brought in by Spirit to allow you, those zeros are talking to me, okay? Because it allows you to go up to the fifth, to get out of the 3D, to get into the fifth dimension. This is why the archangels are here, because that's where you are. That's where you are. And this is not our final destination, my friends. That's why we must fuel our energy, step into our authenticity, okay? So that we can wrap this up, embrace our uniqueness. And not only embrace it for ourselves, but to share it with the world as a whole. Nourishing the whole, just as the sun nourishes us. You are the ones that allow seeds to grow. I hope that you see that. And how? Because you are the one that has poured the fuel into your own treasure chest, into your own earth chakra. And this is why there's all this pollination, all these seeds are growing, all these skills are coming. You've really, really been doing it. Okay? All right. So now we're going to have the medicine come in. There's medicine that wants to come in. And it's just a one-on-one. Because when we're talking about the well of dreams, because this is what we got. Balance the well of dreams. That's what the frog said. Balance the well of dreams. Okay? Our imagination, the water, where do you think this water comes from? It comes from the well of dreams, from the Mer Kingdom. The wisdom of the Mer Kingdom. The wisdom of the emotions. But it's time to shift. It's time to lose that tail and grab those wings, my friend. It's time to shift. The messages have been coming in. The winged ones are with you. They're saying, hey, let's curb this. Let's curb this dark feminine. Let's tie this puppy off. Let's get this healing. Let's go. The ancestors have been working with you. Like the fox, you've been collaborating with the shift. You've been paying attention. You've been keeping your ears wide open. You've been working on restructuring and recoding. You've been receiving. You know that there's something. You've always known that there is something. You may not know what it is yet. That's okay. You might have an inkling. It doesn't matter. You know that there's something that you're meant to bring here. This is an antelope horn. Antelope don't lose their horns. This knowledge is for you. There is an antennae. There is something that you are bringing in here just for you. But we've got to get rid of those subconscious scripts. Okay? We've got to do it. We got to get to that tail end. The universe is coming back. Where are you at in this shade of gray? I don't see any black on here. Do you? I see shades of gray and enlightenment. We've twisted off those emotions. We've gotten to the bones, to the nitty gritty. And you know what's in the bones? The marrow, the sweetness. And in the marrow, I know this because I used to be an oncology nurse. In the marrow is everything, all the qualities of life itself. This is where all cells in our body, trillions of cells in our body, come from the marrow. The marrow, which is hard to get, my friends. But you've been doing it. The magic has been leading you. You've been burrowing. The fox, he knows how to be cunning. He knows how to be sly when necessary. But this fox energy that I'm picking up on is like just prancing around and going through adventures. And they burrow. They have many rooms in their burrow. They're very creative. And when I say that, there's a message here to ground your energy, okay? To ground your energy, to collaborate with the shift. Collaborate with the shift, collaborate with the messages, right? Okay. All right, so specifically, we've got what coming in for you. We're going to be talking about the raven, about being one with that unconditional love to create that magic. Look at the same exact energy here. I love this because this always reminds me, I'm going to have to pull it out sometime, but maybe Edgar Allan Poe is coming up. I memorized this, The Raven. It's a beautiful poem by Edgar Allan Poe, who's a poet. And he talked about evermore, the raven that knocked upon his door. Okay? So we're probably going to take a look at this. We have one card. What's knocking on your door? Of course, it's another 10. The armadillo. What's centered is that, what we've gotten here is that feather. Do you see that feather? Keeps coming up on the right-hand side, the divine masculine, and now it's becoming center point. Okay? And when we look at the armadillo, as I'm getting collaborate with your imagination, what kind of armor have you had up? How have you been protecting yourself? How have you created boundaries around yourself? Most likely because of the scripts. Most likely because of getting to the marrow. because of your mission about what you're receiving, because about what you've been recoding, reliving, revisiting. So the armadillo speaks about this. Do you see this rigidness? Okay. How can we collaborate with imagination to close this cycle? How can we not be rigid? Okay. But take the steps one after another. It's so crazy because what I'm getting right now, I wish I could remember the movie. There's a movie, maybe you guys know it, where they cook an armadillo cake. You know what? You know what it is? It's from oh my God, Julia Roberts, Steel Magnolias. Oh, I have goosebumps. How can you watch that movie? Wow, I just got emotional. I just got emotional because, of course, there's some emotions in that movie. Wow, there's a lot of emotions. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Steel Magnolias. Just the words, just the irony. This is what's happening. This is why we have to collaborate with our imagination. We can't just be rigid. We can't just be the steel. We need to embrace the magnolia, the sweetness, the beauty, the creation. Because this armor, the steel is man made. The magnolia is made by God, right? So let's take a look at these cards because they have so much. And look at, I didn't even notice, but look at what's underneath this raven. The 22, the beaver, the removal of the obstacle for yourself and your family. For yourself and your family. This is what you're rooting in. Do not forget. Do not forget. Okay? Wish fulfillment. It's just right around the corner, my friends. So let's see with the raven and the armadillo how this combination is going to allow us to go forward. We're going to read this, and then we're going to let you go on your way and go about your day and really think about the insights that have come as we've been here discussing, right? As we've been here. Okay, so let's look at this. How can we get in one with this unconditional love, this raven, which we know all of you here are spiritually aware. Even if you're brand new, you're look at this, bringers of magic, the messenger of the void, raven, black as pitch, mystical as the moon. Speak to me of magic. I will fly with you soon. The raven magic is a powerful medicine that can give you the courage to enter the darkness of the void, which is the home of all that has not yet taken form. You're about to experience a change in consciousness. You have earned the right to see and experience a little bit more of life's magic. The raven color is the color of the void, the black hole in space that holds all the energy of its creative source. In native teachings, the color black means many things, but it does not mean evil. We've been talking about black and white being on the same wavelength, on the same string, if you will. It is not about evil. It's about form. It's about the power of creation. The raven is the guardian of the ceremonial magic in absentia healing. In any healing circle, raven is present. Raven guides the magic of healing and the change in consciousness that will bring about a new reality and dispel dis-ease, disease, dis-ease, or illness. The raven brings a new state of wellness from the void. The raven is the courier of this energy flow. Magic is in the air, my friends. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special, something auspicious is about to happen. Will you recognize it, and will you further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from spirit, or will you limit your power of the great mystery by explaining it away? The raven is the patron of smoke signals or spirit messages represented by smoke. Remember, this magic moment, I'm literally hearing it as I'm reading it. This magic moment. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the words, but that's the melody. This magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to the light. In doing so, you will have honored the magician within you. Goosebumps. Message. Message. So, that's what we're talking about here. This is our card. Now, the difference here, I just like to show you, you know the numbers. That's how I work. See the 16? When you came to this message, what were on the dice? 21, 12, a 3. I saw 12. I saw 12. And that's the difference here. Spirit has rolled the dice to bring you into one, to bring you into collaboration with the one, to pull in your abundance, to collaborate with the abundance. That's what I see here. Okay? So let's take a look at this armadillo. Beautiful message from the raven. I love, love, love this very beautiful medicine cards. It is my very first oracle, and in true style given to me, which means it is uber blessed. Uber blessed. And the person that gave it to me was literally lost her daughter very suddenly. So there's that grief again. And really poured herself and really faced it and really wanted to see more of it. And she passed it on to me when she knew that I was going through an awakening, as we pass it on to others, if we choose. Armadillo, armor all my boundaries, teach me my shields, reflect all hurt, so I will not yield. The armadillo wears its armor on its back. Its medicine is part of its body. Its boundaries of safety are part of its total being. Armadillo can roll into a ball and never be penetrated by enemies. Here's a clue how to proceed to make the circle. Here's a clue on how to proceed forward. Make a circle on a piece of paper and see it as a medicine shield. In the body of the shield, write all that you're desiring to have, to do, and to experience. Include all things that give you joy. This sets up boundaries that allow only the chosen experiences to be part of your life. These boundaries become a shield that ward off things which are undesirable to you. Like that killer whale. That do what? That steal your focus, that steal your feeling. Can you just speak? That steal your